It's Climate Change 101. Update for Canadians. And for the stupid. These brainless dung beetles are about to crap all over the country that we love. Between them, they don't have enough intelligence to count to 1.5. The 1.5 is important because that's Canada's 1.5% is important. Here is why. Canada is the second largest country in the world by area, 38th by population, and 40 million strong of 195 countries on this earth. But in terms of carbon emissions, Canada's share of the entire world's carbon emissions is only 1.5%. China's carbon emission is just under 33%, the highest in the world. The U.S. produces 12.5% of the world's carbon contribution, the second highest in the world. India throws just about 7% out there, making them the third place holders. Last but not least is Russia with almost 5% and Japan with about 3%. Everybody else is under 2%. The takeaway here is, the top 4 countries are responsible for over 55% of all the world's carbon emissions, while Canada contributes only 1.5%. Yet, these brainless, money-grubbing dung beetles who pretend they are fighting climate change, they lie through their teeth to make us think they are saving the planet. Trudeau thinks he's some kind of god. The real question is, how does stealing people's money equate to fighting climate change? In any other scenario, this would be considered embezzlement. They are sucking up billions of taxpayers' money under false pretense and use the money to bribe hundreds of friends like the CBC to support their crooked schemes. It's a crooked scheme because there is no possibility of changing the climate because with a 1.5% carbon emission, even if it were possible, it wouldn't amount to a good fart. Yes, these liberal parasitic scavengers somehow convinced Canada's Supreme Court with false information to allow them to do it. In the law books it says when one takes another's money under false pretense, it's a crime. How is it these scumbags got away with that? We know they're crooks from the Arrive scam fiasco. It certainly confirms unabashed dishonesty. And no doubt their leader has already found a way to shield himself. This sorry excuse of a human being always blames others for his failures. People are dying, starving, homeless and hopeless in this once great country. Now is the time to send them packing before they do more damage. It's time to get these scavengers out of office and away from people's wallets. And we need to send their useless NDP puppies with them. Those fake crumbs are in it only for themselves and don't give a crap about those that voted them in. April's almost here, and we're about to get another Liberal sticker shock. These pigs are at the gravy train giving themselves another big raise for plundering the country. Also adding more to the carbon tax to infect our wallets and keeping their giant herd of bureaucrats well fed. So people, please don't feed the animals. Especially wild pigs. Or we may never be rid of them. The emission numbers are real. There are several easily found charts that track the emissions.